I'm here with two of my friends, Mr. Taki, what's your last name, brother?
Grant.
Taki Grant and Alfredo Williams. And we're here to shoot. We're here actually in Chicago, way up in the skyscraper, and we are shooting their exciting new film project, Happy, which stands for.
Happy was one of the original names of what the ancient Kemetu or ancient Egyptians referred to as the Nile River. It was also one of the principles of the Nile because of what it represented, the fertility in what the Nile produced. The Nile, as we know, overflowed its banks annually and had the great inundation, which provided much of the economic prowess for the Nile Valley civilizations. These goods they were able to incorporate from these floodwaters once they receded, were able to be used for trade and building projects. In fact, a lot of times when the floodwaters or the Nile flooded, they would then go to building because they couldn't farm, because primarily they were an agricultural society. So during that period, that period of 1 month when the floodplains were really high, that's when you would get your major building projects. And that's also how they would haul much of the large stones from the south up to the north. Because when the Nile was at its highest points, they could support the weight of the great granite blocks that they bring up from the quarries of Nubia.
So the film. Now I'm not an expert on the Nile. Now, why would someone like me be in your film? What's the connection?
Well, the subtitle of the film is The Role of Economics in the Development of Civilization.
Got it, okay.
And we talk in terms of Hapi and what Hapi signified to the people and how the agricultural economy of the Nile was able to use then, the surplus was able to use then for trading. You understand how economically they survived from the river itself. Thus, Hapi now becomes a principle of ancient Egypt and also ties in the two main civilizations of the Nile, Egypt or Kemet and Nubia or Kemet and Kush.
Okay. And Mr. Alfredo.
Yes, sir.
What is your role in this, my brother?
I'm the director and the DP.
Okay. The DP, all right. That's your camera, okay. And we were having some good conversations in the car. You guys are from New York. I know you're from the Bronx. Where you live in New York?
I'm in Harlem.
Harlem, okay. And we were just talking about actually a few different things in the cab, but we were talking about your point where you were saying that you were talking about brothers kind of struggling, like being out here and just not, the opportunities not really being there the way they should be.
Right. What we was talking about in the car pretty much was we was on point about like it's almost like a generation gap right now. A generation of men not being heard or being represented right now. I want to say the age from like 40 to like almost 25 years old right now as far as our culture. Where, like what Taiki's saying, economically, also too, far as in the workforce, even in the industry, in media, that the common black man is not being represented. So, I think that by by a lot of us taking on these film projects, we giving the world a different representation of our culture, especially some of the men that are producing it. That's in that age range between 40 and I want to say to 25. That's actually putting these films out independently.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay, so how's the film project going for you guys so far?
It's good. It's going good. It's going good for the information, and some of the people that we've been interviewing and stuff has been very informational. I can't wait to tie the story and put the project up, and like I said, really show people that economics is really a big part of civilization, even in the Western world. I mean, you get a chance to see once the movie's put out, the difference. I mean, just not the differences, but what we mean by economics. Economics play a part on, culture, religion, and also political, being politicians. This is a system, that the system, really stand